So, Gecko man, what have you been up to?
Well, I thought we could do something a little different. What have you been up to?
Oh, my goodness, putting me on the spot here. Not a whole lot, but I do have lots of stuff to talk about today.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Stuff of theories and all that.
Yeah, some rumors, some theories, some announcements.
Okay.
You know, we don't talk about video games a whole lot,
Yeah.
but this video game coming out I'm pretty excited for.
Can I make a guess here?
And on pre-sale today.
Oh, it's out.
Pre-order, like you can order, you can't play it yet.
Oh. So it's not out, but you can order.
What?
Is it, I'm assuming it's not Marvel.
It is Marvel.
Wait, it is Marvel.
Yeah.
Is it, I was told the name of it today. I don't want to say Divinity, but is it something Suns or something like that?
Yeah, Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns, that's what it is. What, you can't believe that I would know something like this?
How did you know? No. I'm just excited. They released a trailer and stuff today. It is pre-order, pre-sale, whatever you call it. So,
Okay.
they haven't released the date that you can play it yet. As far as I know, unless I missed it. I looked and it just would say like second half of 2022. I'm like, yeah, it's like a month away. So. Sometime after July.
January.
But yeah, I'm pretty excited for that.
Nice.
The trailer looked interesting. I'm not a big fan. I love the artwork of the heroes. I'm not a big fan of the artwork of the villains.
I know like very little of what
video
about this game. All I know is it's coming out.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty excited for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Any video games you're excited for?
Well, yes, I am actually a little excited for Midnight Suns to come out. Probably one of the biggest video games I'm really excited for to come out is Gotham Knights.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fun game. Might do a live stream of it, with it and all that. So looks like a fun game. What other games? Okay, listen here. I have been waiting for this game to come out for a long time. Not that long, actually. Probably not as long as some other people have waited, but I feel like it's been a long time. I've been waiting for a game called Cult of the Lamb to come out.
Okay. Never heard of it.
It's you're a lamb. You are
a lamb.
You are an actual lamb.
Okay, fine.
And you guide your people and just to follow the Cult of the Lamb and all that. And the gameplay looks really interesting.
Reminds me.
Looks fun. Sorry, what?
The gameplay in Midnight Suns looks like it could be unique. They can't quite, they didn't, I'll have to wait for a gameplay trailer or something to come out, but it looked like it could be similar to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Really?
Could be, just based on a few shots. Either that's just very theatrical and it's not going to be in the game, or it could be that way. I don't know. It's not.
Okay.
Anyways, but Cult of the Lamb sounds sounds interesting. You'll have to
I've been waiting.
When it's coming out?
I have no idea. They say that the version for it on Nintendo has been released.
Oh, okay.
But I have no idea. I would much prefer to play it on PC. I'm sorry for those.
That's one thing I'm excited about for Midnight Suns. It's coming out on PC.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And that goes to the fact that, I'll probably stream that as well because, to be honest, it just looks like a really fun game.
All right.
It has this style of 2D style, but not really 2D. It's like 2D, 3D. I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to explain. I'll have to. I think you guys might know what I'm talking about, but
I do not.
You'll be able to move up and down on the landscape that you're walking on and stuff.
But it is think
of it as a rectangle, but you're looking at it just from a slight angle, and your character is a 2D model that you go back and you'll move back and forth on this like rectangle from. It's like a side scroller basically, but it's
up and down as well.
Yeah.
It's like a side scroller with vertical.
Exactly.
Interesting.
That was very hard to explain.
Right.
I have seen that type of work in other games, but I can't think of the name of the games. So, other than that, yeah, that's kind of the only games I've been really looking forward to.
Alrighty. Yeah, Gotham Knights. That's coming out
October 25th, I believe.
Yeah. And they're releasing like a movie right around the same time, right? That's like following the exact same storyline or something.
Yeah. I would have liked it more if Gotham.
So random. But
the sad thing is, I don't think Gotham Knights is supposed to be related at all to the Arkham series, which is kind of sad. Like it could have totally been the Arkham series, but
I'm okay with it being something different. Arkham series is fun, right?
Yeah. I guess you do have to know when to stop, right?
Well, I'm not saying they should stop, but I'm like, I don't know if Gotham Knights was the right place to take it. Because, like, I feel like the Arkham series, what makes it so good is how much it focuses on Batman and his, like, and his,
well, I'm not saying
struggles and stuff, but I feel like Arkham Knights needs to struggle on more, needs to focus more on the world and, like, the other characters for it to be good. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they plan to do with this. There is multiplayer. Sadly, just two people multiplayer. Two person multiplayer. But yeah. Characters: Red Hood. Nightwing. Batgirl and Robin.
Which Robin?
Tim Drake.
Tim Drake then?
Yeah.
Ooh, Tim Drake. Man, Tim Drake might be the most overrated, underrated Robin there is. Like, it's like nobody thinks he's just mad. Everybody's like, he's the worst Robin. He's the best Robin, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you think?
Not many people think he's the worst Robin. Because some people think Red Hood. Jason Todd is the worst Robin. What do I think? The best Robin? Man, I feel like this should be a whole episode. I don't know if I should give this away, but I will. So, like, my favorite Robin is definitely Jason Todd. He's my favorite character, his arc all the way to Red Hood. But then, like, but if I'm saying just Robin, and I'm saying, like, which one I think is the best, Tim Drake. Like, Tim Drake, like, Batman literally says Tim Drake is a better detective than him.
Oh.
Like, Batman saw Tim Drake as, like, the perfect Robin. I mean, like, Dick Grayson being the original, you have to give him some credit, and he is a very good Robin, but, like, and his story is probably the best done because, you know, it had the most time. It was never rushed. It wasn't like shoehorned in there. That's why Jason Todd, a lot of people think it's so bad, is like he was so shoehorned in when he started his comic run. He literally was like felt so forced. Like he's like, they need a sidekick, and then they like, instead of like we don't want to do the same thing as Jason. I mean, as Dick Grayson. So we're gonna like make him like this bad boy type, and it was definitely not well done, and that's why people don't like him. And then Tim Drake came along. They did a really good balance of like not making him too much like Dick Grayson, but still like having a lot of the same like innocent qualities, you might say. And that's why I think he was done really well. But they also did a really good job of writing him as a mini Batman without feeling like a copy of Batman, if that makes sense. Whereas Damian Wayne, I think I think he's also really well done, but he's basically just like a copy of Batman, right? Like he has the same like moodiness, the same like dark side, and he's good, but he definitely feels very much like a copy of Batman in the good qualities, and then his bad qualities he feels a lot like Jason Todd was, where he's like shoehorned in and this bad boy type. It didn't really need to be that way. Yes, he needed his struggles, but I feel like they leaned into that too much, and especially in his later stuff. But he definitely is really fun too, and also he's just like a little too OP, right? Like you can't have this little kid. Like sure, he's very skilled and he was trained by the assassin. He's the son of one of the greatest assassins and one of the greatest detectives of all time, and fighters, but he's like unstoppable and like better fighter than Batman at points, and it's like the kid's still like 14. Like he's got to have his limitation. So I get that it's comics, and I get that, you know, Batman, and like you have to suspend your disbelief in a way, but it just takes it a little too far in my opinion.
I feel like I should have asked that question. Now.
Yeah, I am so excited to that. Yeah, we don't talk, DC as I've said, but I love Batman, and the only DC hero that I've read like a ton of his comics and watched all of the movies and everything. So we should talk Batman sometime. We talked a little bit before the Batman, but we should talk.
Yeah, I would love to talk more about Batman.
Maybe we'll get to a movie that I know we both love, and maybe do a full movie review of it. But moving on. I mean, we did talk movies, so everybody knows what I probably talked about. Batman the Red Hood, my favorite DC movie.
It's a really good DC movie.
Maybe one of the two greatest animated movies ever made.
Probably the best. Yeah. I would agree with that. Probably.
One of the two.
I need to watch it again just to be sure, but
Anyway. Wow, we went on a tangent. Gotham Knights, though, super excited for that. October 25th.
Yep, October 25th.
Alrighty.
Hopefully you have a working computer, working desk, and all that.
I don't want to talk about that. My computer works just fine. Okay, it's just not accessible. All right. Anything else you want to talk about video game related, or should we move on to maybe some Star Wars and Marvel stuff?
Yeah, nothing else video game related, but for not upcoming. I don't know why I said upcoming. Are we ending the episode right here?
Bye. See y'all next week.
No, for rumors and stuff, I do want to talk. I don't really have anything for upcoming Star Wars stuff, but I do have some stuff for just Obi-Wan. I have my theories. I have my
what
thoughts.
Are your theories? I know you love this show a lot. So
I hate this show a lot, but I will continue this great run of Star Wars if I must. I'm sure everybody knows about the whole scene where on the planet where the spy or whatever her name is took Obi-Wan and Leia into that room.
And there's all like the people's names and everything.
Quinlan Vos is one of the names we see, or he says. I have a thought about that, and of course we always wondered like how did Grogu escape the temple?
Yeah, I've been wondering that a long time. We all
My theory is Quinlan Vos saved him.
Oh, okay. So,
do
you want to enlighten all the plebeians out there on who Quinlan Vos is?
So I don't have much knowledge about Quinlan Vos. I will do more research on him.
But have we ever seen him before?
We have seen him before in Clone Wars. We see him in a couple episodes, and then he's gone.
What does he look like? He's a Jedi, I take it?
Mm-hmm. He is a Jedi. He's a tracker. He's able to pick up...
Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh, we saw him in like the middle seasons a couple of times. Yeah.
He was supposed to show up again. He does fall in love with the Saw's Ventress and all that. Which I would have loved that story again. I want to see that story. Yeah. But... yeah, so Quinlan. So my hope is Quinlan does show up in the show. Like I would love to see Quinlan in a live action. Of course, I do not expect anything great out of this show anymore. But I do have this thought that maybe Quinlan saved Grogu, but if for the result of it later down the road he did die.
Interesting.
This goes on to another episode of Obi-Wan. In the latest episode, he is in the Citadel, or what I'm going to call it the Citadel.
Yep.
It's not called the Citadel. I don't know what it's called, but he's in the tomb or whatever with the dead Jedi in there. Yep. We see this one guy who looks very buff and a bunch of armor on him. Kind of he may have a headband. I could be wrong. I'm thinking that was Quinlan Vos. I could be wrong.
Okay.
I don't know why Obi-Wan didn't stop, maybe stay a little longer, because Obi-Wan and Quinlan Vos kind of...
Well, he was trying to go save a girl. Couldn't just take his sweet time.
Yeah, true, but he took his sweet time. But I have a theory that was Quinlan Vos, so we will not see him again. But at the same time, he just looked way too ridiculous and not like Quinlan Vos to be Quinlan Vos.
Wow. But have you seen The First Brother?
I know. The First Brother? The fifth brother?
I don't
know. Exactly. I was like, they could legit throw him in a swimsuit.
Right. Okay. So do you think there's any chance of Grogu showing up in Obi-Wan?
I don't think so. Because we're more focused on Obi-Wan trying to get out of his struggle of being disconnected from the Force.
Yeah.
And as well as saving Leia and all that. So I don't think Grogu's going to show up. I definitely don't think Ahsoka's going to show up. I know you want Ahsoka to show up.
I mean, I always want good characters to show up.
True. Not saying Obi-Wan is a bad character, just in this...
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying...
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Other than that, if that wasn't Quinlan, I would love to see Quinlan Voss, like I said. He may even, we do see him, we may even get a chance to like hear what happened to him and Asajj Ventress, maybe.
Okay.
Who knows? It's a chance to like redeem the story of Asajj Ventress. Not redeem it, just kind of give us more background of what happened to Asajj Ventress. Yeah, but other than that, that's kind of the only theories that I have for the Star Wars universe.
Is there any news on Ahsoka show?
Okay, yes. Actually, there is one thing I do want to point out. I didn't mention it in our main episode, but I will mention it here, and I'll mention it next time for everybody who's not listening to this. So I forget what they said, but they did announce. I think they announced who all the actors were playing, or at least like an idea of of which characters the actors were playing. There is no sense that a Barriss Offee will be in the show. Yeah, I know, but there is a chance she could show up. Like, I really want her to show up. I could be wrong. That could have just been like something else I read, and it was just a rumor or something. But there is a chance that Barriss Offee won't be in the show now. There's a high chance of it.
Sad.
But I still want it to happen. I still want to see Barriss Offee fight Ahsoka. I want to see that fight. And if it doesn't happen...
the live-action Ahsoka that we've got so far.
What?
Even if it is the live-action Ahsoka we've got so far.
Yeah. It's Ahsoka.
Yeah.
All right. That's about it for me.
Marvel. I want to first start off by apologizing for not talking about the Miss Marvel end credit scene. We were in such a rush to watch Obi-Wan, we didn't watch it, but
I have
since watched it.
I have no idea what it is, so
it's basically like damage control people, show up and are like, oh, there's this person with powers, let's go talk to her.
Oh, damage control at Avengers Con?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, they don't, it just shows them seeing footage on their phone of what she did at Avengers Con, and then they were gonna go check her out. So I'm guessing they're gonna be the villains. Like they've been kind of being led up to be the villains so far. Also, there's the reference to what do they say? Vulture in suits or whatever.
Really?
So
okay,
I think that they're going to be the villains of the show. But anyways, I got some announcements and some rumors to talk about. First, there was, we talked about Disney Plus Day last week, and then they have announced that after September 9th and 10th will be the D23 live show where we're going to get a lot of announcements. So I was excited for that. Then they said there's going to be casting announcements. Also we'll probably figure out what that November 3rd movie of next year is going to be. So we know it's going to Quantumania in February, and then Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Marvel. So we don't know what's coming next November. I'm guessing it will be. I'm leaning towards it being Deadpool over Fantastic Four, though I want it to be Fantastic Four over Deadpool. But it's going to be one of those two, in my opinion. So we'll probably get the announcement of who the Fantastic Four director will be. We'll probably get casting for that, and we'll probably get the announcement of what movie will be next November. I don't know if we'll get announcements for everything in 2024, but we probably will get some announcements for what movies are coming out when in 2024, because we know that there's 4 slots. We just don't know which movies are where. And we'll probably get a lot of TV show announcements. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, we talked a little bit about the new Thor: Love and Thunder trailer. There's really not much to go on there. It was just a little TV spot, not too much. We just got to see, like I said, a little more Mighty Thor and a little more gore footage, but not too much. But there were some rumors that a Wakanda Forever trailer would come out this Friday, so the day that this comes out during the NBA Finals game.
Really?
But a Marvel executive, like somebody tweeted that out, this source that has been known to get things right, but then a Marvel executive commented on it and said that's not true, which they never do that. So I think that's probably accurate. But I do think one's probably because of that leak. I'm guessing something is coming soon.
Okay.
My predictions of what that will entail, because gore, I would have said, I think because like people have talked so much about Namor for so long, they would just announce him in it. But because the same thing was going on with gore, and we did not get gore in the first trailer, I'm kind of leaning towards no Namor in the first trailer.
All right.
The question is, will we get a Black Panther reveal in the first trailer? I also doubt that. I don't know if we'll get that at all in any of the trailers, because like that's such a big deal. I wouldn't be surprised if they leave that and just let the hype keep building for that.
Okay.
And then the other thing, because there's been so many rumors about Doctor Doom showing up in it or being mentioned in it.
I would love
about Kang being mentioned, about Ironheart showing up, which it seems like Ironheart will be in it based on footage that's been, leaked about the filming and stuff. But I do think she will probably show up in a pretty early trailer.
Possibly in the first trailer.
Yeah, I would guess she would.
Okay,
or
okay.
like at least the actress, and we'll just be like, that's probably who that is, type of thing. We talked about I Am Groot got announced for August 10th. It seems they're going to be pretty. It'll be set at a different time, like when he's younger, so it'll be like in the past, and I think it'll be pretty separate from everything. But it should be a fun animated shorts. Another thing with Miss Marvel is, I realized that it's set. So if we go through the Marvel timeline here, we have a 5-year gap, right, from 19, 21, 22, 23. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, right?
Yeah.
And then there was a blip, and then everyone's back, and they've been, now in the MCU timeline, we're in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely when Miss Marvel's set. If you look at some of the things in the background, banners and such at the high school, which means that this is, like I had speculated this week. I don't know. Whenever we talked about Miss Marvel yesterday. So whenever I speculated that this is one of the later things, like it's definitely like after. It's probably even after Thor: Love and Thunder. Which also makes sense because she talks about Valkyrie, and she probably hasn't really seen Valkyrie in her costume and stuff, since Valkyrie's ruling right now in the timeline. So this probably happens after Thor: Love and Thunder, which there might be some Easter eggs dropped later on in the show about that. So that's interesting. I feel like the movies, because like I said, Wakanda Forever is probably going to be happening basically the same time, and Ant-Man and Quantumania. So this, it's just really interesting. Like the TV shows are almost like ahead of the movies right now.
Yeah.
In the timeline, we still have no idea exactly what time Moon Knight's set in.
Yeah.
We haven't really got references enough to know exactly. We assume it happens around the same time as right before at least Thor: Love and Thunder, because that's when Gore is going to be killing these gods, and the gods were there, so they're not dead, but they weren't. They're supposed to be a deleted scene I talked about before, where they talk about them being killed. So that means like it ends basically right when Thor: Love and Thunder begins.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't got that confirmation yet in the movies or TV shows. Oh man, what am I forgetting? There's something I'm forgetting.
I wouldn't be able to help you with that. I'm not in your mind.
This is true. But yeah, I feel like that's And of all the rumors, man, I feel like I'm forgetting one. I'm sorry if I. Oh, yeah, it's not Marvel related. But do you got anything about Marvel before I move on to a little DC talk here?
Oh. Um. No, nothing. I think I got all I can get out of you.
All right. So we did get a new Black Adam trailer release. Have you seen it? Do you want to watch it?
I've seen a little bit of it. I've seen a very small amount of it. I haven't like fully watched it just because. It's mainly because The Rock's playing Black Adam, and he looks so ridiculous in it. I'm sorry, but he looks ridiculous in it in that outfit. So, other than that, no, I haven't seen anything else.
Okay. I'll just talk about what my thoughts on it and stuff here. I'm pretty excited for it. I definitely think it's going to be much better than Shazam.
Okay.
Probably better than Aquaman. I feel like that Black Adam is an interesting enough character. If they bring in this world where Justice League has kind of failed, and there's it seems like there's going to be these younger heroes like Atom Smash or whatever his name is, the big Atom dude, and then some of those heroes then kind of have this Justice League versus not versus but Justice League, and then the Justice Society, right?
Mm-hmm.
And kind of those two worlds and how different they are. It could be a really interesting world that Black Adam's in, and Black Adam being an anti-hero, I think could be a really fun character. Yes, The Rock, I'm not a big fan of his acting, but the fact that he's wanted to play this character for so long and he's really wants this character to be taken seriously, I think that when actors, like Deadpool, where Ryan Reynolds really wanted to bring that character to life or such, if the director leans into that, has always been really good for the story. And so I am hoping that rings true for this character as well. Because Black Adam is a very interesting anti-hero.
Okay.
And so, and also, anyways, Shazam was so a bad done hero that I think this could kind of fix that without having to fix it, if that makes sense. And then when Shazam 2 comes out, where they're going to be fighting Black Adam, it could be a really unique story. But
all right,
the DCU is kind of in shambles right now, and they're trying to fix things. So we'll see.
All right. Anything else?
I do like the visuals that the trailer showed. It looks like the world's gonna be cool.
Right. Well, then expect an instant judgment on that.
Oh, for sure. Heck of God, I think July 24, 23.
Wow, it comes out a lot sooner than I was.
Late July.
Wow.
And then The Flash is coming out this year, and Aquaman's coming out too. Yeah. Coming out this year.
Anything on those two?
Not much. There's been some leaks and stuff, but yeah, not too much.
Okay. All right. Anything else we need?
Let's see. I think that does it for rumors and such. But.
Yeah. No, I want to ask you a question here. Okay. This is going to kind of go back to what we talked about at the beginning of this episode here. Of kind of, not really, but it's just Red Hood. Would you like to see maybe a live action movie of Batman under the Red Hood?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I'm always down to see live action versions of things I love. But, all right, wow, this is gonna put me on a tangent here. I am sorry, guys. This is a video I really want to do, where we talk about the reason DC has failed and the reason Marvel hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going to go very quick to brush over because I want to release a whole video on that at some point. I'm just going to brush over it super quick here. Basically, my theory is DC, the comics are not set in our world, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Marvel is set in our world. And it's really hard to then adapt the movies to be set in our world and it not to look stupid and just the stories just not make sense and just feel detached from our world. So, on that note, yes, I'd love to see a really good live action version of Red Hood. I don't think it could really happen in modern cinema. And just where it's at right now. Give it 5-10 years down the road and DCU kind of be something completely different and then not having to tie anything into that and that kind of everything just not be as like them trying to be Marvel.
Yeah.
And then yes, I would want to see it.
Okay.
Because if it's completely independent, completely its own thing, and it's just telling the story, and it's just adapting that in live action, yeah, I would want to see that. But right now, that I don't think that could ever happen, and it'd be good.
Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of curious to hear what your thoughts about Red Hood live action would be like. I know Red Hood has come to live action once.
Yeah,
in
the Titans,
Titan show.
Red Hood, yeah.
And was he portrayed well in that?
Jason Todd was not portrayed well.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what they were going for, but they did a bad job of bringing him to live action.
All
It
right.
didn't even feel like his training was all whack. Like the way he fought was just not right. His attitude was like, I get that the point of the Titans is that Batman has kind of failed miserably, but like yeah, in that world, Jason Todd either wouldn't exist or would be way more like, because Robin is insanely reckless. Like that's kind of the point too. Jason Todd would be even further down that path, and they just didn't show that right.
Okay. Yeah, I've never watched the show, so
I haven't watched all of it, but I've watched enough.
All right, you've watched enough. Clearly, we need to step away from this. All right. Anything else?
Oh, I think we're good. We will see you all next week.
See ya.